I think the one thing that has pissed me off with the whole COVID-19 situation, whether it's the lockdowns, whether it's the vaccine, is how political it has become and how much we've seen that people just distrust scientists. And I think part of that is just people trying to get the leg up on the political front. I mean, you look at President Trump, the Operation Warp Speed to be able to get the vaccine and distribute it as quickly as he did should have been a massive accomplishment. And it was. It was something that him and his people were touting. But then you look back at that same time, you have Governor Cuomo, you have Kamala Harris, who literally said that they would not trust any vaccine that comes to market and is approved under a Trump administration. A few months later, now they're criticizing people for not getting the vaccine. And so it's political. It's been so much politicized. And I think that is part of the reason that's driving the vaccine hesitancy. It's because we can't get along and come together.
Yeah, I agree with
that's a problem.
I agree with you. Or just think for ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not outsourcing my thinking to a politician. So think for yourselves. Do your due diligence. You can go on the FDA's website. I will say, just even looking at the sample sizes for me and understanding that the scientists can have a bias, believe it or not, Austin.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Right, where their sample sizes will get them in trouble. And the results of their studies will be off or skewed or something, just, and just the time they're in a rush, they're under pressure. It's politicized, right? There's just a lot riding on this. There are dollars behind it. And, they can try to fit, a square peg into a round hole.
Yep.
Like, this can happen. And then, 25 years later, we'll say, well, we'll talk about the pandemic back in 2020 and, all these babies born without pinky toes. I don't know. But just something to consider. There is no silver bullet with any vaccine, but protect yourselves.